What's up, guys? Jon Arnold here for Covers, giving you another look into the World Cup quarterfinals. Today we're talking about Morocco against Portugal. This one gets kicked off Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern from the Al Thumama Stadium. And yes, I said Morocco. I don't think anyone expected them to get to this point. I've seen a few viral stories of bettors who were a little sharper than me, thinking that the North African squad would get to this point, but for the most part, everyone thought they'd be out at the group stage. They've gotten here with staunch defending. They saw out a scoreless draw against Spain and had Bono, the goalkeeper, save all of Spain's penalties. Morocco wins the shootout 3-0, and they're here in the quarterfinal against Portugal. Going into the tournament, we did talk about their fullbacks, Mosrari, and of course, Hakimi, the Madrid-developed PSG fullback. But I don't think anyone saw the emergence of Saiss and Aguerd, their center backs, who have been absolutely pivotal so far this tournament. Big revelations for me in the middle. And Azin Unai also. Luis Enrique, the Spain manager, said he never stopped running. This guy absolutely shut things down in the center of midfield. That being said, of course, you see the clear weakness of the team, and the attack has been criticized. Morocco ended with 6 total shots, not on target, total shots against Spain, only kept 23% of possession, and had 216 passes completed to Spain's 926. Now, two things here. First, it didn't matter. They are here. They're moving on in the World Cup, and they're one of the last 8 teams still alive to lift the trophy. And two, they were a little bit more adventurous in group play. Hakim Ziyech is, of course, the big threat. He can be creative and make something happen. He's going to need to have a bit of a bounce-back game after that contest against Spain, because Spain zeroed in on him and made his life difficult. He won only one of his 11 ground duels that he participated in. He did win one aerial duels. You could say in some ways that Portugal has played in a manner that would help Morocco stay in the game. But Fernando Santos, we've been saying all tournament, we've been saying for years, switch things up, and he finally did. He benched Cristiano Ronaldo, and Gonzalo Ramos rewarded him with a hat-trick and a 6-1 victory over Switzerland. 2 goals were assisted by Joao Felix, and we're starting to see Portugal maybe get the reins taken off a little bit. Maybe Fernando Santos starting to listen. So now what do? You benched your best player in the last game and had a massive victory. Do you go back to Ronaldo against a team that does have a stronger back line, or do you stick with the extremely hot hand with the Benfica forward, even though he'll only be playing in the second World Cup knockout match? Portugal is a team that's spoiled for choice. They have options. Santos actually showing some tactical flexibility is a big reason that Portugal dark horse feels like it's starting to come to a gallop. Ronaldo may be past his prime, but they don't necessarily need him to be in his prime. He can be an enormously powerful weapon off the bench, and the type of player who no one wants to see coming on to run at them with 70-75 minutes gone, especially against a team whose defense has been as good as they have, but has had as much work to do as they had as well. You add the extra time element in there, you add the relatively quick turnaround in there, and I wonder if Santos sticks with his plan that he utilized against Switzerland and brings in Ronaldo as a change option, or maybe he switches it around and Ramos comes off the bench to try and make a big difference too. Either way, I think Portugal can absolutely run at this Morocco team, which probably is going to have some tired legs, and that's why I like Portugal at -150 to win this game in regular time, to advance in the 90 minutes. It's a weird over-under because Morocco doesn't let in goals and Portugal just scored a whole bunch. But after that goal explosion from Portugal, I like the over 2.5 at +112. And if you haven't figured out a pattern yet, I'm a bit of a Joao Felix stan, so I like him to get an anytime assist at +340. But those first 2 bets are much stronger in my opinion. -150 Portugal to get the win in regular time and advance, and the over 2.5 at +112. I don't love predicting that Morocco's Cinderella story will end, but all good things must come to a close. And to me, Portugal is starting to find its form and be a team that maybe, just maybe, could lift this thing at the end. If they do, we'll be telling you all about it because we're previewing every single knockout game over on Covers, previews of all the other quarterfinals, plus to come the semifinals and the finals. Hope you stick with us. We'll talk to you then.